Ramy. So excited.
I know.
I feel like our paths have probably crossed a million times.
I bet they have. I was reading up on you a little bit, and I saw that your family or your dad was in the fashion business.
Yes, he was.
And I knew that brand.
You did?
Yes.
Oh my God. So he had this company out here called Wish Licensing, and he did manufacturing and design for these licenses like Strawberry Shortcake and Care Bears, and then he sold them to Hot Topic and did that stuff. So I grew up working in his warehouses during the summer.
It's like pretty amazing because that's not that big. Like New York people have a lot of Garmentos.
Right.
But LA people, it's not as much.
Not as many. I'm like part of the Garmento family. So is that how you started? Were you born into it? No,
not at all. And it's funny because my dad's a chemist. Mm-hmm. My mother's a teacher.
Okay.
They grew up like my dad on the Lower East Side, my mom from Queens. And like no part of they're like more academics.
Not creatives.
No. Although my mother's a writer, but my father's like a math and science guy.
Okay.
And I remember when I started my business, everyone like knew someone or related to someone. Mm-hmm. And I said to my parents, I'm like, why don't you know anybody? I don't understand. They're like,
this is not our shtick.
This isn't right.
Yeah.
They're like, no, that's like all the rich families like had that. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Right.
Like, so no. And I started my business later. I was 42.
Oh my God, that is so incredible.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. I think that so many of us get caught up in this like, we have to be somewhere already by this point. And it's so awesome to hear so many of the most amazing companies. I see these memes all the time. Like I think it's Adidas and Spanx
Walmart.
And all these companies have been founded by people in the prime of their lives past 40.
They say the average age of an entrepreneur is like 39.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that for us. So were you in the fashion industry prior, working in other fashion jobs? Okay, so tell me about your trajectory.
I was actually like pre-law. I took the LSATs. Both my roommates are lawyers. At that time, everyone's like going to law school. But I was like, I'm done. I want to go to New York City. I don't want to go to school for another 3 years. And I remember we all like studied at Stanley Kaplan and we took our LSATs. They obviously did well and went off to law school. I don't think ever practiced a day in their lives, but they are lawyers.
Okay.
And I came to New York and I was in advertising. Mm-hmm. So I was in advertising for 10 years. And then once I got married and had my first child, I stopped working.
Okay.
And then I tried to go back to work because I didn't quite figure out what to do with that time.
Yeah.
But I couldn't figure it out. And so I did a lot of charity work. Mm-hmm. And then I had 2 more kids subsequently. And then when my youngest turned 5, that's when I started my business. Mm-hmm. And it was really out of a need of just beautiful, sexy silk tops that I could wear with my jeans that weren't like $1,000 like the high-end designers were charging.
Completely. And that was so the style at the time. Like how long ago was this?
Yeah, so that was in 2010.
Okay, so like 15 years ago, the style was so, what cute flowy top are we going to wear with our jeans? Like,
and there weren't a lot of contemporary brands back then.
Right.
So it was like I saw this gorgeous Lanvin silk, beautiful top.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is this so expensive? I go, it's just black and it's just silk. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm going to learn how to make it. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to start my own company.
Good for you.
And I came home and I said that to my husband. He's like, great, go for it.
Yeah, I was watching this episode of The Kardashians yesterday, and Kourtney was talking about how much like she believes in having this time with their children at home if you can. Obviously, it is a luxury. But then once the kids are back in school and you have this time, that is sometimes when like the most creativity and the most purpose can come. Like you really know yourself. You know, you're 40 years old. Yep. You've been all these different versions of yourself. You know what lights you up. So you start 2015 with like flowy tops. Like what was the core of the collection?
So the core of the collection, it was like 6 beautiful silky tops.
Okay.
And they all went with jeans because I was just living in my jeans.
Right.
I mean, the kids were younger, so my whole lifestyle was daytime, just school events, going to games, like soccer games, whatever they did. So my life was denim, but I still like to go out at night.
Right.
And I just wanted like that pretty top. You know, when you look in your closet, you're like, I have nothing to wear. I wanted to like solve that problem. So they were all solid silk and in really pretty colors. So it wasn't just black and it wasn't just ivory, even though I'm wearing ivory and last night I was wearing black. Still my favorites. I wanted something in red and something in green. And I also wanted something that I could afford to buy more than one color.
Right.
So, and they were all like silky, nothing like tight and nothing like too like inappropriate.
Right.
And I also love my jewelry. And I wanted something that would just show off my necklaces, my rings, my earrings. And I thought just a solid silk top could do that.
Right. Something
so
just
that
like
was my collection.
effortless.
And I was like, I'm going to take this on the road and I'm going to do trunk shows wherever I have friends. So my sister, she was the first person to host my trunk show.
Cute.
She lives in New Jersey. And I always say, like, she's this tiny little thing, but, like, a little scary. So her friends were not going to not show up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know people are going to show up because they're a little afraid of her.
To her. Yeah.
And so that's what I did. I brought my 5 tops, 1 little dress. I brought a color card of different silks. And the girls would pick the item, tell me what color, pay 100%. So I'm like, great. Like, I don't even need funding. Like, these girls are already paying up front.
Right.
And then I had a pattern maker and a sample maker in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And they would make the top and I would ship it out.
So you were doing pre-order where you would just show, you would have the trunk show, people would try it on, and then you would make it to order.
Yeah.
So that you were able to self-fund. You didn't need investors. You didn't need to go out there and raise money.
And I thought I knew so much.
Right. Well,
until you build a brand and you realize there's so many other things to this business.
Okay, so then what is that next step? Like, what would you say was the first hurdle in growing?
So when I was doing trunk shows, and I did that for a while, everywhere I went, someone seemed to know an owner of a boutique. And they're like, they'll love your stuff. You should go into stores. I'm like, great.
Retail, let's go.
Yeah, I'm like, retail, great. I need more than just my friends or friends of friends to wear Ramy Brook tops.
Like, this needs to become more of a business,
I'm like, I can't just be like, I see you on the street and be like, oh yeah, that's like my sister's friend.
Right.
Makes sense she's wearing it.
Right.
Or like, that's her cousin.
Right. Like, yeah.
So when I started wholesale, that's a whole nother animal of a business.
Completely.
So you have a different price point. You have to give them a wholesale price, which I didn't know. So I took my retail and someone's like, yeah, just divide it by 2.4. I'm like, okay.
The simple formula.
Simple formula. Yeah. And when you start to go into wholesale, that opens up a lot of doors, but it opens up also a lot of different operational challenges that I didn't quite know existed. So once I did boutiques, and they don't need like a formal program to sell to them. But once you start like Bloomingdale, Saks, Neiman's, Nordstrom, there's something called EDI, and it's their computer system that we have to be adaptable with.
Right. And their terms. I remember this with my collection when we were so excited to get these huge Nordstrom and Bloomingdale's orders, but then all of a sudden the markdowns happen without you knowing, or
there are contracts and there are margin agreements.
And it can really hit a small company in a big way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so they're certainly not paying 100% up front.
Right.
But I had to learn,
how are you going to fund the production?
I had to get a warehouse. I had to somehow learn EDI and be EDI compliant. Like, they're nice at first. They'll waive it and be like, we understand. And then they don't, they're not interested. But it's a big part of growing the business is your wholesale partners.
So true.
And I still think it's really important. A lot of people know the brand because they saw it at Bloomingdale's or saw it on Shopbop or saw it at Nordstrom. So they serve also as a great marketing tool.
Completely exposure.
But the business also fully changes when you start to partner with the big wholesale. And so that's when you start to see, I guess, the first hurdle.
Right.
And then there's been so many hurdles after that.
Of
and
course.
I wasn't in that
company.
business, and no one like in my family was in that business. And from a consumer, you're like, this is so great and perfect and shiny. Like, who wouldn't want to like design clothes and you just see it and buy it?
It seems so glamorous.
It seems
but
so
yes.
glamorous, but I guess like any business, there's the behind the scenes and there's the operations and there's the challenges.
Right.
Which is not the consumer's problem at all. So it's something that like I had to jump through those hurdles.
Right. So what would you say was your first big break moment within the brand?
So my first big break, I was showing one of the personal shoppers at Bergdorf, like saw one of my friends wearing a Ramy Brook top.
Okay.
And it was a beautiful silk button down. And she said to her, like, where'd you get that? She's like, oh, my friend Ramy is making these tops. She sells them out of her apartment. And the girl's like, oh my gosh, we need that here at Bergdorf. So through a series of different connections, she hooked me up with like the head buyer, Betty Hallbright, who's famous, who like wrote the book, and she was like Miss Bergdorf.
Yeah.
So I had a meeting with her, and I hung up all my clothes in her like beautiful dressing room, and Chelsea Handler's stylist came in. Chelsea was performing at the Beacon that night.
Okay, amazing.
And I guess she needed something to wear, and the stylist came in and she's like, I'll take this, 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 and this.
All your stuff.
And yeah, Betty's like, that's great. Like, but we don't carry her brand.
Yeah.
So I ended up working with the stylist.
Of course.
Yeah, and she took it. And I had that one picture on Facebook. I wasn't even at the show, but one of my friends was there and took a picture of her saying, I think she's wearing
one
your
of your
top.
tops.
I'm like, no way. And then after that, she hooked me up with the buyers at Bergdorf. So they were like our first big department store to carry us.
Okay, amazing.
And when you say you're a Bergdorf, that's, like a very big deal, I feel.
Yes, it's an in for other places.
Right.
I think, the name is...
So when the buyers are like, wow, like you're a Bergdorf, they start to hear your name. They're like, oh, maybe we'll carry her.
Right. Okay.
So that was I would say my first big like break and like, oh, wow, I can really do this.
Totally. So in all of this, obviously there's trials and tribulations in growing, but then you're starting to see success. How are you in the background building the business and finding the support that you need? Because I'm assuming it wasn't a one-woman show for long.
No,
yeah.
It never is.
Yeah.
Even though I did try to do everything myself.
Are you a micromanager?
I'm a little bit of a micromanager, but more for the fear of I don't want to fail. So I don't want to know how to not do something. So I like took QuickBook lessons. I like 50 hours. I had a tutor come over.
You wanted to wear all the hats. You wanted to do the
wear
finance.
all the hats.
You wanted to do the design.
Yeah, I just wanted to know. I don't like growing up in New Jersey, you don't pump your own gas. I always use it as an example. And then my first time at a gas station, I was like, I don't know how to pump my gas. So I didn't want that to happen to me in my business.
I completely get that.
I was like, I want to at least try to learn and try to do my best. But that obviously isn't doable. You can't do everything, and you certainly can't do it well.
No, but it's so respectable. I think when starting a business, I think it is necessary to try to learn how to wear all the hats, because I think then that's how you learn how to delegate the best.
Yes.
And I think you need to know how all the different facets operate. And sometimes people don't want to do that hard work at the beginning, but that's what takes.
That's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
And I always also say, like, I wasn't in a rush. So I didn't have this like time in my head where I had to get to like a certain number and I had to do this, this, and this. So my growth was somewhat organic, and I kind of took my time. Did a lot wrong, but did some things right, figured things out. And I was so overwhelmed, I actually hired an assistant. And I was working out of my bedroom. So that was weird. My office was like through my bedroom. So that's also strange. I'm like, I had to tell my husband, I'm like, you got to get out.
No separation. Yeah. I mean, that's now everyone says like, this is the worst thing to do is to be working from your bedroom.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't like I had a separate office, which I wasn't bothering anybody.
But you do what you need to do because this is a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the full support of him supporting me, and the kids were into it. They were little, so they didn't really know, but I think they were like, proud and happy that I was doing something.
Completely.
So I ended up taking another apartment in our building.
Okay.
And one happened to be available on my floor. So I was able to still be somewhat of a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Because they were still young, and I didn't want to miss anything. And also work from home. And so I took like this one-bedroom apartment. And
That's
I
ideal.
ended up hiring a few other people, which certainly wasn't easy to do. Nobody wanted to come to the Upper East Side. Really not convenient.
Interesting, yeah.
And also come work for a brand that nobody ever heard of. So that's, scary for people to say, great, I'll take this job.
Completely.
When they have no idea if you're going to succeed or not.
Right.
So I started to build out a team, mostly young people who were out of college or
Like
who were interested in
hustlers,
fashion.
creative, right.
Other
creative,
hustlers.
Yeah, other creative risk takers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, I had a network of other women in New York who were really helpful. I always mentioned like two women who were really helpful. One, her name was Stephanie Greenfield. She owned the store Scoop.
I love Scoop.
Okay, so you remember Scoop.
Of
Scoop was
course,
like
and it
the
was
best like multi-brand store.
It was so good. And then they had the one in Vegas at Caesars, was it?
Yeah.
That was so good.
So she was incredible. And we had a mutual friend, and she sat down with me and explained retail math and really gave me like a quick 101 masterclass on like how to build a business. And my other friend was Jennifer Miller, which has multiple jewelry stores. And her and her husband also like they sat down and they gave me like great advice. So these two women, I always feel like gave me like the confidence and the courage to start my own business.
The foundation. That is so important. I'm like starting to make friends like that where I can talk to other like powerful women who are doing big things and feel comfortable sharing intimate details about what our businesses are going through and stuff. And it feels so good to have that because I think for entrepreneurs, there's not a lot of people to talk to.
No.
And you go through so many things just like having all these different conversations in your own head. So these female fellow entrepreneurs that we can confide in are so important to find. So like mentors too. Yeah.
And like you have to talk to the ones who are like wishing you well.
Right. Who want the best for you.
Who want the best for you and want like their
and you can tell the
experiences.
difference.
Yeah. And their mistakes to help you. Like there's so many things that I would probably say like, you may not want to do this. You may want to do this.
Right. So tell me about like the core ethos of your brand.
So, the core ethos I would say is female empowerment and it's feeling really good about yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel good about myself when I get dressed in the morning and I put something on and I feel good. And, when I have something, I was running the other day in these really awful thick leggings, but they were warm and it was really cold in New York. And I felt gross.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I'm warm and they were like fleece leggings, but I'm like, I really feel terrible about myself. I'm like, I don't want to go out to eat. I feel like really gross. So like I want to put something on and I want women to put something on where they look in the mirror and they're like, I'm going to kill it today.
Right.
Because it's all about how you feel. It's not even like what other people say about you. Like get out there and just be like, you know what? I feel good in these jeans and I love this top. And I'm going to put on a cool necklace and I'm going to wear like heels or sneakers or whatever it is.
Right.
And I'm just going to have a great day.
Right.
Because when you're feeling that, like nobody's going to get in your way.
I know. I always go back and forth with this because I'm like, I agree with that too. I agree with that sentiment. Like when I do put myself together, like innately I feel better. Like I do walk through the day with a different sense of confidence. But I'm also like, I don't want to be that shallow. Like I don't want what I wear to determine my day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm constantly going back and forth on that.
And everybody's personality is different. Like,
yes.
Some people like to walk in the room and be like, oh my God, you look fabulous.
Yes.
And other people really want to blend in and just, be in the background. So
I can be both. Do you feel like you're the type of person that wants to walk in the room and like
a little bit.
Yeah, be a moment.
I kind of like, when I walk in like red, not a lot of people wear red, and people be like, oh my God, that red looks great.
It's so funny how we as women always remark on how anybody looks as soon as they walk in.
And it's always better coming from another woman.
Completely.
Like, could care less what the guys think.
Oh no, we're not dressing for our husbands.
It's like,
if anything, we're dressing
so-and-so,
despite
like, really
them.
love my outfit.
Yeah, completely.
So
yeah,
I do like that.
So you have fun getting dressed. Is there an organization to you getting dressed? Are you kind of on the fly? How you're feeling, what you're doing determines what you wear. Do you plan ahead?
So I generally plan ahead because everything I do seems to have something to do with Ramy Brook.
Yeah.
Even with whatever's going on at work, whoever I'm meeting with, it's market week. So I do plan ahead and I want to represent my brand. So even today, I was like, okay, what do I wear? I want to show our resort collection, but some of that looks a little bit more for, warm weather.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, I'll wear my pants that are for resort.
Love them.
But wear like my ivory jacket that's for holiday.
Love.
And I'm going to show off like the necklace because I think that brings it all together.
It does.
So I definitely put some thought into what I'm wearing.
Right. It's like about a timing thing and a collections thing and also just like where you're at in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. For the woman feeling like overwhelmed by getting dressed, what's the mindset shift that you wish they would take?
That's a great question because we do a lot of jumpsuits and dresses.
Yeah.
And I feel like that helps you take away that frustration of, okay, what am I going to wear? Am I going to wear pants? What top? What jacket? What jewelry? Like everything. So I always feel like the one and done is just easier for that woman. And honestly, easier for everybody. It like takes out that thought.
Completely. So what are some of your one and done looks?
So, the jumpsuits are really easy.
Love a jumpsuit.
And for the most part, they're solid and they're black or they're navy or they're ivory or they're red or something. So this way, like, you are already dressed. You don't have to think that much. You just have to put on a pair of shoes and put on jewelry if you like jewelry.
Right.
And then you're done. You can like really walk out. And same with a dress. So, dresses, and we do long dresses, we do short dresses, whatever the mood you're in or wherever you live. So I feel like that kind of helps with that mindset so you don't get so worried about what to wear.
Right. And gives you a little bit of a framework without having to think about a full formula.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll try to, like, on Sundays, look at my week and see what's going on and start to organize outfits and put them on a rack. Do you have any organizational, tips like that?
I don't, but I like it. But I do that for every trip.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have a rolling rack at home and then I will determine, like, by outfit. And I also hang my necklace.
Oh, you do?
So, this outfit, came together. It came with this top, this jacket, and this hanging on the hanger.
Amazing.
So I already know that, this is what I was going to wear.
Right.
And I don't have to worry about, bringing, a jewelry pouch.
Completely.
So,
Makes
pouch.
sense. A jewelry, yes.
A jewelry pouch.
Jewelries are always the hardest thing for me. It's always an additional thing. I don't think about it.
I know. Some people just wear the same thing all the time. The earrings are the same.
It's more just because I feel like the switching out of it all the time, I'll just lose everything.
Right.
I just know myself. I'll just
I also
lose
think
it.
Stick to a color, especially if it's a long weekend.
Okay.
So if you're gonna have black shoes, you want to kind of go with that black theme.
Right.
So bring a black jacket, a black turtleneck, something that has black. So this way you don't have to pack something for navy or ivory.
Right.
Try to
your
stay in a
outfits
theme.
by color so that everything can be mix and match. That's a really good tip. Very good tip. Can you walk us through how to build a simple day to night look?
Totally. So that's another big thing. I feel like women are just always on the go.
Always.
They're multitasking. Who has time to go home and change? So most people start their day pretty early, whether it's going to work, dropping your kid off at school, going to a meeting, whatever it is. So I always feel layering is key. And I like a silky top, which is appropriate by day, but also could take you into night.
Completely.
And now blazers are great by day and by night.
Blazers should be a classic in everybody's
right.
wardrobe.
I used to say a jean jacket, and I still love a jean jacket, but that doesn't always work from your day to night.
Definitely not.
So today I would say if you're doing something by day that's a little bit more conservative, bring a blazer. And I also like one of those lightweight scarves. And I think that adds a little cute fashion detail.
That is a really cute idea.
And something that you could roll up and put in your bag. So, and I also love jeans. So if you're fine to wear the jeans by day, if that will take you there, if your work allows denim, and it's okay to wear jeans, I recommend that jean could take you from day to night.
Yeah.
And now they have denim, and we do this too with our denim. We'll do a dark wash, which to me represents something more nighttime than daytime.
Completely.
But if you wear it with like a light color top, it still goes.
Yes. I've always been that girl too that's like light denim's daytime, dark denim's nighttime. Sometimes I try to get out of it, but it still just like doesn't look right to wear.
And I don't even know if that's like a hard and fast rule.
It's not even a rule, but it's something aesthetically that I'm aligned with you. What is your favorite pair of Ramy Brook jeans?
Well, there's two I'm loving right now.
Okay.
And they're both like high-waisted.
Yes.
One is called the Live, and it's very high-waisted, super, 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 super flattering.
I love that.
Like I can't even begin to tell you how it like shapes your butt and makes your legs look really long.
Is that what you notice like your demographic wants, is the high-waisted? And
You know, it's weird. Like it runs the gamut.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of low-waisted. Like I personally love like the low-waisted, but we find that people gravitate towards more of a mid-waisted.
Yeah.
And the high-waisted with the right top, I think it's super flattering. So we have the Live, and then we have something called Theodora.
Okay.
And the Theodora is also high-waisted and very long. I like jeans that are very long.
But good for me because I'm a
Great
tall
for
girl.
you because it's like tall girl approved.
Yeah.
And now both of those jeans we're making in a cropped way.
Oh, cute.
So you don't have to be like, 5'7" or 5'8". You could be like 5'4" or 5'3" and wear the crop, and you have that same flattering look.
Totally.
I can wear it with your sneakers. So those are like two of my favorites.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. And I'm assuming they come in all the different washes.
They come in a lot of different washes. They come in black. Now we do like coated denim.
Yeah.
We have leather. Once we find like it's a hit, we'll do it in like so many different ways.
Totally. When you're designing the collections, where are you mostly finding your inspiration? Like, are you going on sourcing trips? Where does the idea for a collection come about?
So, like, I guess a few things, but I do. I'm in Paris twice a year for the fabric shows.
Amazing.
So Paris to me just kind of has everything. They have the vintage, they have the markets, they have like all the amazing high-end designers. So I'm always inspired when I go there. And also the women just sit outside at a cafe. Like nobody dresses in leggings there. Like you won't see that. Like you see that more in New York.
They take so much pride
They
in
take
what they
so
wear.
much pride.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, wow.
This is
and the way they
inspiration.
also accessorize, like a beautiful hat or cool gloves
In
or
such
like
a subtle way,
Yeah.
too. I know.
like their coats are
it's
like
an art.
oversized and fabulous. So I'm always taking pictures, and I start this folder which I share with my design team. It's like an
Amazing.
inspo folder.
Okay, great.
And every single time I travel, I'm also inspired. And it could just be by the color. Just going to small boutiques where it's local, artisans.
Yeah.
So I'm very inspired by that. And quite frankly, some of the old stuff I used to wear that I really miss.
Right.
That I feel like it should come back.
Completely.
Like I'm like, why isn't this coming back? Like
Right.
this was fabulous when I wore it.
Well, fashion is completely all cyclical, of course,
Yes.
and it's all about reinventing what once was or what you once
Absolutely.
loved and bringing it back. So you've created obviously this massively successful brand. How did you learn to trust your inner creative voice?
You get feedback whether you want it or not. And that was actually hard for me to learn because I like what I like and I love what I love. And I remember sitting in some of the first meetings with buyers, and they were like, no, and I'm like, they have no style. Yeah. I'm like, she has no idea what she's talking about.
Well, and sometimes they don't. Like sometimes
sometimes
they're
they
just
don't.
numbers people at the end
Right.
of the day.
Which you understand from having a line.
Yeah. They're like, they need this many black
Yeah.
tops and this many navies. So that's why
Right.
they're asking you, can you make that in
And
navy?
so
Yeah.
that was a challenge for me.
Yeah.
And I would be like, what? But pretty quickly, if you put it out there and nobody's buying it, you're learning that, okay, that's not what the consumer's looking for.
This doesn't work. Yeah.
Like I always say in the beginning, like barely any of my tops were bra friendly. I'm like, it's not the way I dress, not the way I'm built. I don't love a bra. And then
Probably why I loved
Right.
you, because I hate bras and I wanted
right, and
only
there's
a
a
little
lot of
top
us who
without a
are
bra.
like, I don't need it. I'm like 34A. I'm not that customer, but there is a huge customer out there. I would say 8 out of 10 girls, their comments to me was, can I wear this with a bra? I need to wear a bra.
I know.
So I had to change my tune. I had to like understand if I'm going to build this business, I have to do things that women can wear or women want to wear.
And like take any sort of ego out of it.
And take the ego out of it, but also offer a few different varieties.
Yeah.
And now I'm also hearing that with sleeves. I like sleeveless because I always feel like I'm so hot. But a lot of women like, I want to cover my arms, or could you do that but with a short sleeve? So I really have learned a lot. Like what women say, it's I don't think about, but a lot of people do think about it.
Right. How do you balance that though? Like trying to please everyone while also like wanting to stay true to your brand essence.
It's not easy, but I've learned to try to develop things. Like when I started, I was all about a mini dress.
Yeah.
I'm like, who doesn't want a mini dress? A mini dress is great. You can wear it with sneakers. You can wear it with heels.
You wear it with stockings.
Right. You can wear it with stockings, high boots. Like, and then I realized, like women, and I see this as I'm getting older too, like, okay, like maybe I don't want to wear a mini dress today. Maybe I want to wear a midi dress. Maybe I want to like cover my knees. So I started to develop like 3 types of dresses in a collection, or 2 types.
Okay.
Like still offer a mini dress, and then maybe offer a midi dress or a maxi dress.
Okay.
Or offer a mini dress that's sleeveless, but also give them something with sleeves. That's bra friendly.
So just really going in and merchandising the collection and making sure that you're hitting all the marks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like for every like real sexy top that doesn't offer the girl who needs a bra, I'm offering her something else.
Completely.
So I'm still giving her that like beautiful, silky, sexy feel, but she could also wear it to make her comfortable. So she could still wear it with a bra. And now they make bras in so many different ways. They can make low back, low front, so strapless.
Just the tape ones that just lift
the
you
tape
up.
ones.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure I hit that woman so she feels she could shop Ramy Brook. I don't want her to feel excluded.
Right. Would you say at the beginning you were more designing for yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I still am in some ways designing for myself. I've just like opened up my horizons. Like my daughter, now she's 21. So she's younger. She's still in college, but she's starting like interview process. So she needs like a certain way to dress for interviews. So I'm learning that, different people have different needs. She's not just like wearing clothes to like go out to a party. Like she's going into the world of being a professional.
Completely. Like all of us have so many different versions of ourselves that we need to show up for.
Right.
And you want to offer something for all of that.
And I want that. I want them to think of my brand as something that they could wear.
Right.
Not only wear it for one part of their lives. So they could wear it to so many different things. They could wear it to work. They could wear it on a date. They could wear it to, a birthday party at night. They could wear it to a black tie.
Completely.
So I just want them to think like, I need something. Great. I'm just going to check out the Ramy Brook section.
Completely.
Or I'm going to like look on her website and see what she has.
Right. So in marketing, is that something you think about in terms of like marketing to that demographic or marketing to a certain person? Like how do you manage that?
So, same. Like we try to manage that like core customer.
Yeah.
And because of all the analytics, we could like pinpoint certain people or zip codes or something, to get the message to them. Like down south, we'll do things a little bit more colorful or not heavy sweaters, but in
more like print heavy. I
print
remember
heavy,
this from my line. Right.
And then somewhere like ski season, like we could hit like the beautiful sweaters,
the faux
or the
furs,
coats,
or
or the faux furs.
Yeah.
So we're able to learn through our analytics how to reach those people.
Yeah, there's so much more that you can do now than when I had my line. Like I launched it in 2007, I want to say, and then I closed it down. I did it with my dad. I closed it down in 2013. I remember all of this, and it's taking me back. I feel like people would want to know maybe what is the biggest challenge in building a brand from scratch that people don't necessarily hear about.
I think the biggest challenge for me is most people say you're not going to succeed. And it's not like I reinvented this wheel. Like fashion's existed forever. People buying tops, dresses, jeans. It's out there.
But there's only one you.
There's only one me. And I have a different perspective and a different way of presenting it. So there's a lot of naysayers. So my advice is, you really have to go for it. And if you fail, you fail. You're going to figure another way to succeed.
Right.
But you're also going to regret it if you don't try something.
I feel like you're going to regret it so much more if you don't try
Right.
it. Like, I have been trying to preach, like, operating from a place from fear is just never a place to operate from. And that's why I think so many people don't do something, because they're afraid of
and
the
there
failure.
are hurdles, especially this business.
Like, there are going to be failures along the way.
Right.
For me, I can think of a number of them.
I'm sure we could share them all.
Yeah, completely. Where you're just like, how did this happen? Or how did I mismanage this?
Right. And then you're hit by like things you have no control, like COVID.
Right.
Like,
how did
I had a party in my store on Monday, March 9th, on my birthday. And we were just hearing the rumblings of COVID. And people were wearing pins saying like air hugs, like Erica saying like, we didn't think it would turn into this crazy, pandemic of craziness. So that Monday, I must have had 100 women in my store. By Friday, we shut down. Closed up. You couldn't have contact with people. Like, couldn't go into work. We had to really figure out how to manage that. And I had no skills to do that. Like, we didn't know what to do.
Right. And
production was starting. Like, I still, we design 6 to 8 months in advance.
Right.
So I was already designing this collection that was being produced in China. So I was like, what? It has to move on, because at some time this is going to be over and I need a collection. And the stores all decided overnight, we're like, oh yeah, we're not going to pay you.
Because no one was shopping. I mean, it's the first thing to go. Fashion is one of the first industries, economies to go under when there's a crisis like this.
I didn't have casual daily sweatpants. Like, if I did, you were going to kill it at that time.
Right.
But mine was like, let's go out, date night. Like, sorry, no more dates on COVID.
No one
it
wants
was like
your
Zoom
satin
world.
blouses. Yeah.
So you have to be prepared really for anything.
And how did you manage that?
So that was tough. But we ended up furloughing the entire company.
Okay.
Which wasn't great, but we promised everyone they would still get their health insurance.
Yeah.
So we were still paying for all health insurance and really promising everybody their jobs
upon return.
Yeah. So technically, nobody had to work. They all collected unemployment. And I don't know if you remember, but unemployment was like the government really gave a nice check for people who were unemployed at the time. So they were able to collect unemployment and, with the promise that we're going to get through this.
Yeah.
And the truth is, we needed everybody's help, because if we didn't get through this, then we have no business. Then you have no job. And everyone felt the same. And a lot of people still wanted to work. Like my head designer, like, we were still working together.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Like, how did you find?
Yeah. And our digital team was like, great. We did something where we honored all the doctors and nurses, and we called it Healthcare Heroes. And we decided to gift all the doctors and nurses clothing. So it acted almost as a bridal registry, and anybody could go in and sponsor a nurse or doctor,
nice.
and they got to pick out what they wanted, and we would send them gifts. And they were so appreciative.
I can imagine.
So we got through that time, and we were able to like rebuild the business. And what was exciting about that is once people were allowed to go out and celebrate life, Ramy Brook made sense again.
Completely.
So it made sense to go to a wedding, to go to a party. So after 2020, 21 and 22 were excellent years.
Like the time of everyone wanting to wear a party dress.
And also in 2020, most people weren't spending money. So I think they felt like they were saving money.
Completely.
And so they were just so happy to like go out and celebrate life.
What does 2025 look for, do you think, the fashion industry, and then for Ramy Brook in particular?
So I think 2025, also, we've had our challenges too with the tariffs. So that's an industry also that seemed to happen overnight. We're like, what? But for us, it was really important to me that we kept our price point the same. And I was going to figure out on my end how to deal with it instead of affecting the customer. Because the whole point of my brand always was getting this great value, this like designer value at a contemporary price point. And
So that the price made sense. And
It made
otherwise, with the
sense.
tariffs, the prices were not going to make sense to you.
Right.
And
Like
that
I-
was not part of your ethos.
No. And
Yeah.
I think some people like just did a blanket increase. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. Because I always come as a customer. And I'm like, I know, what I want to spend. And I know, what I like. And I feel like I know what it's worth. And so that was important to me. And just like forging ahead in 2025. And also, I was able to add the jewelry component, which I always wanted to do because everything was based off my love of jewelry. So that's been really fun and exciting to add to the collection.
Yeah, I can see your face just lights up when
I
you
know.
talk about it.
I love
Tell me
it.
about the jewelry. So
I love it.
obviously the gold necklace with the little stone is one of your pieces.
Yeah, so this is one necklace.
Okay.
And it
that
actually
is all
comes
one
together.
piece. Oh my god.
Because I love like
Ramy.
the whole like layering piece.
Yes.
But I also want to make it easy for the customer.
Completely, because the
So-
layering is one of the hardest things for us to execute.
Yeah. So it comes together. But what's so exciting is that it also comes apart. So in the
fun.
back, if you decide you don't want to wear all three, you could just wear this.
I love that.
And then like I love a hand chain. So we made hand chains and
So cute.
I love rings, and our rings they come with something on the inside. So you could make it smaller or larger.
Oh, amazing.
So it's great. So most likely it fits everybody.
Okay, amazing.
And then I also wanted my jewelry to match my fine jewelry. So the fashion jewelry doesn't look like it's, fake. It just matches everything that you're wearing.
It's like plated in the
Right.
right way.
It's plated in the right way. You can
Yeah.
mix it. I love charms. That's been like a real joy for
That
me.
is so much fun. So you'll continue to grow
So we're going to
that
continue
out.
to grow that out.
I love that.
And it's a statement, and it just uplifts your outfit.
It completely does.
Yeah.
It really does. For me, I always want to be that layering girl, but it is hard for me to actually get it done with the right lengths and everything.
Yep.
But I don't know. I see this as something so major for you. 'cause
Like I
can
didn't
see
even
the
know how
passion
major it
behind
would be.
Yeah.
It's really similar to the way I started Tops. Like I just want these women to have access to this jewelry.
Completely.
And honestly, even if they own it or it comes from someone else, great. Like obviously I would love them to, look at my jewelry and buy it. But to
course.
me, it's more just like do it up.
Right.
Like figure out a way
to do it
to
up.
do it up.
Yeah. Jewelry is also something so great for the woman who doesn't know what to wear, because you can just put on a t-shirt and jeans and like
Exactly.
your cool layered necklace and be done.
Yeah.
Or just like your
And it's a
big
great
pair of boobs.
gift.
Yeah. Great.
It's not size dependent.
Right.
Like jewelry's like easy. When I started making jewelry, I'm like, wow, this business is so much easier.
Yeah.
Then clothing, I'm like, I have fit models, I have like protos,
I know,
first proto,
all
second proto. I'm like, this is easy.
You're like, why? Yeah. So
So-
maybe we'll shift into that. Well,
Yeah, I'm like, I'll do both.
yeah, you'll do both.
For me,
forever.
it's all about like just be happy.
Yeah.
Figure it out. If it's like a fun necklace, fun earrings, fun ring, or if you feel like your friend needs like a little pick me up, like just buy her that cute ring.
Yeah. And what's the price ranges of the jewelry?
So like the ring that I'm wearing is I think $95.
Amazing.
And like most everything's under $300.
Amazing.
So it really is meant for you to just like click an ad and just something that isn't going to break the bank.
Right. Makes sense. Okay. So your work obviously requires so much energy. How do you feel like you stay focused, stay grounded, and have the energy to run what you run?
Well, I'm definitely a high energy person, and I don't like to like miss the day. So I get up generally early, but I do that to work out because I'm too tired at the end of the day. And if I don't do it in the morning, I'm not going to do it at all.
Makes
and
sense.
I don't feel as good about myself if I didn't get in some type of like calorie burning. So I start the day with either a spin class or brisk walk or a run sometimes.
Good for you.
Or like, and that also serves as part of my social life. It's a good way for me to see my friends.
I'm learning that too now. All of a sudden, my workouts have become social, and I'm like, oh my God, now I don't have to like do a whole dinner or a whole lunch.
Right.
Yeah, it's really
So
nice.
I try to call my friends in the morning. I'm like, do you guys want to walk Central Park?
Yeah.
Hence those like terrible fleece leggings that kept me warm but look terrible in.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
But at least I get to be with my friends and we walk the loop, so we get a lot of chatter in.
I love that.
So my workout now serves as like a good time to socialize, which also I think is like the secret sauce for my success is like just having my like girl gang of friends. Now, of course, I forgot the question. My energy. Oh, my energy.
Yeah, your energy. So you have your walk, you have some sort of movement, your friends give you your energy.
Yes.
Yeah. You're natural. It just seems like you naturally just have a lot.
I just love doing things.
Yeah.
I don't like to sit.
I like to sit.
I'm not a sitter. Like, I feel like I don't even have like a couch that's that comfy. I sit in this one chair that like swivels.
Yeah.
And like I'll watch something good on Netflix and then I'm also on my phone.
Yeah.
And
no,
now
you
like
can't
the newest
do that.
thing is like Canasta.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
I
I'm like, I need to learn all these games because that's also social. So I'm like playing like Canasta Junction.
It's also it's really good for your brain too.
It's great for your brain.
Yes, I know.
So I'm kind of a numbers person too. Which is
that
like
comes from your dad.
Yeah. That must come from my dad.
Yeah.
I mean, he went to Stuyvesant, which is just math and science, and he's a chemist. And like he was, all I did like growing up was balance a checkbook, which was terrible because that means we couldn't spend any money.
but that is probably what gave you some sort of obviously this business mind to be able to run this company.
Yes,
because a lot of people, they have the creative, but they don't necessarily have the business math mind.
Right,
you know?
you definitely need to use both sides of your brain, and if you can't, find somebody else to help you because you won't be able to do both well and you will fail.
Right.
You see a lot of those great talented designers and they just close and you're like, I love their stuff. It's because they didn't have the right other partner to help them.
Handle the books completely. I know. And it's again like not having the ego and knowing where you where you can lead and what you're great at and then knowing what your weaknesses are.
I feel like I checked my ego like a long time ago.
Yeah, good. I think it's
you just have
to be successful and to have like
it's silly to think you could be good at everything.
Right.
You just can't.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Let's do some fun rapid fire.
Okay.
A color you always feel happiest wearing.
I'm going to say red.
You've mentioned
I mentioned red.
No. I'm saying because you've mentioned it, and it seems like it. I love red too. It's a great happy color.
I also like Kelly green. I just feel like it's bright and happy.
I think that for holidays too.
Oh yeah, now of course I'm saying red and green for holidays. That's not even why I even said it.
No, I love it. Okay, most worn piece in your closet.
I have this top called Victoria.
Okay.
It's just a silk button-down top. And when I don't know what to wear, I wear that.
Okay.
It just looks pretty. It's still silky. It's can be conservative or can be sexy.
Do you have a favorite piece that you've ever designed? Can you even recall?
One of my favorite pieces, it's called the Harriet. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's one of the first pieces and it can be worn in 6 different ways.
Amazing.
And it's super sexy. It's a halter. You can wear it as a low halter. You could cross it in front. You could wear it on the side. You could wear it as a tube top.
I do know this top.
Like, you literally should just bring it with you everywhere you go. And you can wear it every night and nobody will even know.
Oh my God, I love that.
Because you can wear it so many different ways.
Okay, I need a refresh of this in my wardrobe. I love this. Okay. A fashion pet peeve.
Okay, this one's a weird one and I don't think it exists a lot. But one of my pet peeves is, do you ever see those pants where they only have like belt loops in the back and not in the front?
Yes.
Okay, why?
No.
Like I think that's weird and I love belts.
Yeah.
So I always love to wear a belt and sometimes I like put it on the back. I'm like, where's the front? But because sometimes like there's pleats or the way they make it, there's no like belt loops.
But
so
it's not useful.
It's not useful and you're obviously supposed to wear a belt because there are 2 belt loops.
Right.
Also, I like pants to have like a sturdy hem.
Okay.
So this way, if you're wearing like heels, it doesn't get stuck in the hem. Because I feel like you could trip and fall.
Oh my God, yeah. Like when it's just lazily folded over and not
easily.
stitched
Like
all
they're
the
kind of
way
lightly
through.
stitched.
I have fallen on with a pair of those
Super
pants
dangerous.
once, and I was pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. So pet peeve.
Pet
Understood.
peeve. Yeah.
Okay. A creative risk you're proud you took.
So my creative risk is always going to do with something that kind of pushes the envelope in terms of sexiness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a low back. And
Okay.
I'm not talking just like a low back. I'm talking like kind of like almost down to like your underwear, but
Like
doesn't
deep
quite show your
scoop.
underwear.
I love that.
And the design team, I'm always like, make it lower. Make it lower. And so that's something like I feel like I'm going to keep on pushing that.
I love that.
And then either people are going to love it and buy it or they're not. And I'm fine with that. Like there's other things that we could do that maybe isn't so risky.
Completely.
But I always want to push the envelope with something that's a little bit more risque.
And something that you love. Like
Yeah.
you're not just doing it just to do it. Like you love the style of it.
Like
and
this
like
summer, I found myself wearing other designer dresses, and I was so upset that I didn't have it. Like I was wearing this amazing dress this summer, and I was like, "Oh my God, is that you?" And I had to say,
I'm
like, no.
so upset it's not mine.
So this summer in my collection, I made those pieces. So when I go out, and I call it like that, like surf lodge, like Saint Tropez dance on table type dress. Like you don't have to wear a bathing suit, and you don't have to wear a dress, a nighttime dress. You need like a hybrid.
Completely.
So I have now that for this summer.
I'm so excited
And
to
I'm
see
going to have
that.
that hybrid. It's like kind of a bathing suit, kind of a dress.
Yeah.
But like you could go like listen to that DJ at 4:00 at Surf Lodge and just feel great about yourself.
Oh my God, I can't.
And you're not
see
overdressed for night and you're not underdressed for day. So I have that hybrid that we're showing to everybody, and I feel like everyone needs to have it.
this. Ugh, okay, I'm so excited for that. Okay, your coffee order.
Oh, all right. So I like a regular black coffee with regular milk, not oat, almond, or whatever else I
Whole
have.
milk.
And I am like sweet and low, old school.
Yeah.
I know nobody has it.
No, I don't blame you.
I
If
actually
I'm-
bring it with me, and it's like everyone's like, we don't have that. We have like Truvia.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, don't love Truvia. That gives me like a bitter aftertaste. Or they give me something that's like apparently better for you, so they say.
Right, but
So
this is like your ultimate guilty pleasure.
It's
You
my
don't
ultimate
care.
guilty pleasure.
You love it.
And at home, I do like a regular Keurig, which I'm like, I love a good Keurig.
I know. I heard that Keurig though was like cancer causing.
I know, that's what they say. Like what's
I know.
not?
I know.
So,
I'm like,
and then I put like hazelnut creamer.
yeah, you're one of those.
And then I'm like full hazelnut.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm having like a hot milkshake in the morning.
completely like you're at serendipity.
So yeah, and I
Yeah.
and I love my coffee. Like I really
Same.
need my caffeine.
Same. You can't live without products, skincare or wellness.
All right, I like a good foundation with SPF. So I use YSL.
Okay.
And I actually was introduced to it by our fabulous girl Alexandra, who runs our social media and all of our like social.
Yeah, and she loves it, and she
And
was like, you have
one
to have
night we were
this.
going out. I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have any makeup, and so she gave this to me, and it's literally been my go-to.
Oh my God, amazing.
And I buy it like wherever I could find it, because whenever I go, either to Sephora, they like don't have the color I want.
Oh, it's like,
But it's so great because it has a sunblock in it. So I feel like if I'm going to wear both, I might as well have some sun protection.
that's what I use. I use one, it's a mineral one by Color Science, but my foundation that I'm wearing right now is SPF 50 and foundation.
right. Like
yeah.
I feel like you really need it. Like we should have it.
Yes.
So that's my go-to.
Okay.
And anything that helps moisturize my lips.
Okay.
I'm constantly feel like they're dry.
yes.
So I'll use like anything, even like Aquaphor is fine with me.
You should have you tried Lucas Papa ointment, like the red stuff from Australia?
No, but I will totally get it, and I bet that will be my new
You can
go-to.
get it on Amazon. It's the best. It's
All right.
made out
Could
of
you send me the
papaya.
link?
Yeah,
I'm like-
100%.
I'm like a huge Amazon girl.
I got you, girl. Tell everybody where they can find you and shop your collection and your new jewels and everything.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you for mentioning the jewels.
Yes.
I'm like super excited.
It's so fun.
Well, you can find anything Ramy Brook on RamyBrook.com. That's
Amazing.
where like a big chunk of our collection, you can find almost everything there. If you're in New York City, we have a store on Madison and 79th, which is fun to come visit.
I'm gonna
Even-
stop by.
Yeah.
I'm there during the holidays. I feel like we'll be so
Oh,
cute
please
there.
do. We
Yeah.
always have like a little bit of wine, a little
my God, I'm there.
Prosecco. So that's a full great experience just to come in and visit us.
Yeah.
And we also have a store in Southampton in the summer.
Okay, fine.
But we have to wait for summertime.
Yeah.
And then you could also find us, and I love all of our wholesale partners. We have Bloomingdale, Saks, Neiman's, Bergdorf, Nordstrom. You could also find us on ShopUp.
Amazing.
And then we're in over like 350, 400 boutiques around the country.
Awesome.
So you probably have like your favorite store in your town. And if they carry any contemporary brands, it's a good chance they carry Ramy Brook.
Yeah.
And if they don't, you should tell them and we will speak to them.
Yeah, amazing. I love that. You're such a boss. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks for having
being
me.
Here. Loved it.
Great.
Yay.